Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Crusader Kings 3. It's time to get our empire back. I am now just the lowly King of England. And so we are immediately going to start the process of wrestling back our empire from he who has usurped it. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think I've already started this. There we go. So our faction right now has the manpower to get it done. In 15 months, we will have the ability to do it. And that's just me. Just my military alone will have enough to get this done. So let's make it happen. Now the King of Scotland has also created a faction. He's created a Liberty faction, which is really not something we're too worried about. Let's see. He's making Duke Walter of East Anglia my vassal. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Let's see. Heir to the Kingdom of Ireland is my prisoner. I feel like maybe there's... What can we do to negotiate the release? What can we gain in return for that? He would join my court. Nah, it doesn't really do me anything. We'll get a hook on him. I guess that'll do. Could always use that at some point later. Okay, we are in position to send our ultimatum. We've got the military power to make this happen. So we're going to press our demand for the throne. We know he will not accept. We're actually involved in 4 other wars. These are just my allies that have called me to wars that I have really no business being a part of and will not plan to be a part of. Prince Elfstan of Britannia is not my liege anymore, so I have left the faction. What? Oh, he accepted it. Wow. So no war necessary. He just gave up the throne to me. Just like that. Long live the Emperor. So just like that, without having to fire a shot, so to speak, I have regained my throne. Now, the next thing we need to do is to hang on to it. He's immediately created a faction to install Duke Elfstan of Strathclyde on the Britannic throne. So the second he gave up the throne, he created a faction to get it back. Well, that's interesting. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get King Edward of Ireland on our side. So we're going to start swaying him. I also want to look and see what else we might be able to do. We can create the Duchy of York. We can transfer Duke Elfstan of Strathclyde to King Ethelwald of Scotland. Let's do that. Will no one rid me of this troublesome duke? We're also going to create the Duchy of York. All right, so this child, this 8-year-old child, Kaiser Johann of the Holy Roman Empire, is upset because I promised to join his war and I didn't do anything about it. So I've got to deal with that. I guess we'll just pay him some money in return for actually sending troops. Okay, so this could be a dangerous thing to do right now, but I really want to try and get my crown authority raised up, and then we got to try and hang on to it. This is what got me into trouble before, so this is going to be a bit touchy, but we're going to do our best to hang on to it now. All right, I need to get King Edward of Ireland, who's 67 years old. I need to get him out of this faction that is working against me. He's by far the most powerful, so I'm going to give him the Duchy of Mercia and see if that'll get him out of this faction. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully he drops out, because he's 73% of their power right now. Oh, it's growing. This is bad. Oh, okay, so war against the tyranny of Kaiser Johann is using a new casus belli. So be it. Oh, this is bad. All right, give me some gold, please. Oh, Empress Katerina is pregnant, which is good because, oh, and my aunt has given birth to a daughter as well. So far, I just have the one child, Prince Edward, who's 5. So it'd be good if we had another son just in case, so we have the heir and a spare going on. Did the faction get disbanded? Oh, that's great news. They'll probably recreate it, but I guess I got the King of Ireland enough on my side to, at least for now, cause that faction to go away. Okay, we have a daughter. We'll name her Margaret. That works. Looks like one of the wars is finally over. One of my counselors died. Oh boy. So let's go ahead and take a look at our council for a second here. We need a new marshal. Queen of Brittany. Maybe that'll make her a little less angry with me. Yeah, that drops her to -62. That's a little better, I suppose. All right, who's this here? My sister can marry. All right, who can we get? Alliance power. The French. Oh, the Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire. We could marry her off to him. He's only 10. How old is she? She's 16. We could do that. He'll never accept a matrilineal marriage. But marrying my sister to the Holy Roman Emperor works for me. Let's make sure he accepts. Excellent. Well, she's at -60 now because we gave her a position. How about we also give her the Duchy of Brittany? That'll get her actually somewhat happy with us. I want to take a look at my vassals for a minute. The Duke of Kent still not very happy with me, but by and large, everyone else is decently happy with me. I'm looking for options for some earldoms that I can gather up. I've only got 2, and that's really hurting my income right now. So I'm looking at my different vassals, and King Edward, who I have a really good relationship with, seems likely to be willing to give this up. So 82% chance. That's a chance I'm going to be willing to take, even though he might rise in rebellion against me if he doesn't. And then I'll have a real big problem on my hands because he's got a pretty good army. Take this gold and make sure you're heard. I see no choice. Okay, excellent. All right, now we're gonna do what we can to please him for taking, since we took that away from him. What can we do for him in exchange? I don't really have any other options as far as things that I can give to him. A petty kingdom, maybe. Yeah, we could do that. So there. I'm sorry for taking your earldom. I'll give you a petty kingdom in return. Okay, we've got some low county control. It's only 50 in our new county, so let's go ahead and send our marshal, who is the Queen of Brittany, to go deal with that. All right, let's go ahead and host a feast. It'll cost us some money, but it's a good opportunity to hopefully build my relationship with my vassals. Since I raised crown authority, I want to keep them on my good side, because if they decide to gang up, they could easily overthrow me. Just the Duke of Northumbria, the Duke of Kent, and the Queen of Brittany alone can field a substantially larger army than I could. So anything we can do to gain favor with our vassals will be an improvement. Favor hook. Okay. All right, now the Duke of Kent is inviting me to a feast, so we'll go ahead and accept that. He's powerful. We want to keep him on our good side. We're also trying to sway him right now, so the more the merrier. After having spoken over dinner for a while, Earl Hintsa leans over to me, tells me he finds it impressive how knowledgeable I am about so many different things. All right, cool. Of course, it's the dukes I want to make happy, not necessarily some of the lowly earls. Painful entertainment. No, I don't want to do anything to make Duke Ralph upset. So I've got a hook on Duke William, and it's a 98% chance that if I use that, he will allow me the earldom of Cumberland. I'm just looking to see if any of the other ones are even better. Some of the levies are nice, but I want the income is what I want. So we're going to go ahead and take the earldom of Cumberland from him. That'll give me a 4th earldom. Of course, he's not happy with me now, and he may very well decide to start plotting against me after that. Not endorsed by my patriarch. So let's go ahead and sway him. All right, Duke William, who I just took a county from. As Emperor, I've been obliged to attend a local jousting tournament, but the contestants have been delayed. The tourney won't start for at least another hour. While I lament how poorly organized the tournament is, my rival and vassal Duke William suddenly walks up to me and pushes me straight into the horses' water troughs, prompting everyone around to burst into laughter. How dare he? Yeah, boy, you know, I could do this and make him stop being my rival, but man, I just feel like a duke should not be able to do that to his emperor and get away with it. Yeah, not going to put up with that. I mean, I may regret the fact that I do this, but we're going to have to deal with him. The question is, I don't think I can just outright revoke his title. I don't think we're at that place. I think we might just have to kind of suck it up for now. All right, Empress Katerina is pregnant again, and I'm looking for a spouse for Prince Edward, my heir. And Princess Anahid of the Byzantine Empire seems like a really good option. Always looking for those empires to merge with, to ally with, and she's pretty close to his age too, so I feel like that's a good choice right there. And then we're going to actually back out on the map and take a look at where things stand these days. You can see how powerful, or at least how large, the Byzantine Empire is. Hungary's caught there right in the middle between the Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantines. So is Poland. Jerusalem's here. Pretty powerful as well. Ghana getting pretty powerful down here, the kingdom. But otherwise, yeah, nothing really stands out to me at the moment. Oh, and just like that, the Byzantines have called me to war. Sure. Hopefully you win it fast and don't require my assistance. We'll see what happens in that one. Wow, 28,000 versus 62,000. That is a major fight going on. Dang. Okay, we've got an available dynasty legacy. And here we have assertive rulers. Vassals are less likely to join claimant factions and liberty factions. That is huge for me right now because that is an ongoing issue. Let's see if that has any effect whatsoever on the current faction that we're dealing with, which right now is 135%. So it's kind of iffy whether or not I'll have an issue with them. I might be able to defeat their armies one at a time. All right, so this is where it gets tricky. I can lawfully imprison the Duchess of Powys without being viewed as a tyrant. I have a 50-50 chance of making it happen. If I don't, we could have a problem on our hands. I don't know how powerful her army is. Oh, it's pretty weak. So let's go ahead and do that because there's no current faction rising against us. Let's go ahead and imprison her. If she rises against me, she rises against me, and we'll take her on. Oh, we've got twin daughters. Interesting. Good Catholic name. Good Catholic name. There we go. Sophia and Cecilia. Rally the troops. All right, so where's my army being raised? It's going to be raised right here. I don't think we're going to need them all. In fact, just for the sake of finances, they're all pretty good armies. Just trying to decide which one I'm going to put down and which one I'm going to keep going. This one we'll put down. And we'll take the other two. All right, let's take a look at this war real fast. Only 5,000 is what they have, so I'm not too worried about that. Either one of my two armies can take them on. Oh, don't you run. Get over here and fight me. I think we're about to catch up to him. Maybe. Ah, he is going to get away. That's all right. We'll take the other army to lay siege to his territory. All right, we caught up to him. We'll defeat this army in the field pretty easily. Our Knight King Ethelwald wounded Enzo. Ethelwald's the king of Scotland, isn't he? Dang, he wounded two of their knights. Man, that guy must be tough. Let's take a look at the details. I love looking at these. So I only had 2 knights in that group, and look how many knights he had. He had 10 enemy knights. King Ethelwald killed 9 and wounded 2 of their knights. But overall, it was a pretty easy victory for us. So now we just need to finish this siege, and this one will be over. What's going on over here? That's a neutral army. It's not even a fight we're involved in. Okay, we're about to finish this siege. I don't know if that'll be enough to win this thing or not. It is. Excellent. Alright, we've got her imprisoned. Now the question is, can I take away the titles from her now that I've done that? Since she rebelled against me, I would like to think so. I'm going to put down our revolt now. Let's take a look. Oh, she's not my direct vassal, so I can't take away her titles. Ugh. That stinks. Who's... Oh, she's a vassal of the King of Wales. Alright. So we got to go to him. I don't think there's a way to do this. Retract a vassal. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to have her, please. Can I do that? Yeah, he'll accept. Excellent. So we're going to retract that vassal. And now, we're going to revoke her title. She has no choice in the matter. Thank you. And now what I'll do is, now that she just has the one title, the other county, I'll go ahead and grant her back to the King of Wales as a vassal. You can see now my income is much higher than it was because we're starting to gain some additional holdings. But things are looking good. Short episode, I know, but I think a lot has happened, and pretty much all of it positive. We are building some stability within the realm. In a few years, we might even think about going for high crown authority, which is really what I've been wanting to get for a while now. But for the time being, I'm pretty content with where things are. I think we need to work on our control in Penland. But otherwise, things are going well. We got our empire back. We've started adding some counties to get some income. By and large, people are pretty much at peace with me. Nobody's actively plotting against me. So things are looking pretty good. We've got about 100 or so years left in this game before we will transfer it over to Europa Universalis 4, which will be interesting with this particular map to see how that all goes down. But let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below. Hit that like button if you would, and we will see you again soon with another episode. Thanks for watching.